Hey guys, nice to see so many faces. I'm Elliot Alter. I am the SMB business lead for Microsoft in the UK. I look after the Dynamics 365 stack of products, so not the Copilot element, the Dynamics stuff. So here talking about what construction looks like with the new era of AI and Copilot, and it's really exciting. Throughout history, the right tool in the right hands has always driven transformation, from whether that be creation of aqueducts in the Roman times or cutting edge technologies that allowed us to build the skylines of today. The tools we use shape our world. And now we're in the era of the next great shift, the era of AI. This transformation is not something that we're years away from. It's happening as we speak right now. And I'm glad you're all here to listen to how it's going to shape the world of tomorrow. It's one of the most exciting shifts of our generation. I am a young professional. I am a young person, but I'm really excited about where the technology is going to take us. We're seeing that across every stage of the construction life cycle, from design and engineering, as you've just seen, to project management and building sustainable business practices. Our vision for Copilot is simple: to consolidate your data, increase your productivity, and decrease the number of required resources to scale in this growing industry. That calls back to Microsoft's core mission, which is to empower every organization and every person to do more. We're going to hand over to Andrew from Xperience Group, who's going to talk through the challenges and the opportunities in the industry that they see, and then we'll come back to talk around how Copilot's going to build out towards that.
Thank you, Elliot. Good afternoon, everybody. Previous presentation, we saw some great use of AI from an architectural perspective. Our focus is very much of an ERP angle, so we're probably looking at it for the challenges that we see with our customers when we go out and talk to them about ERP, finance, contract costing, etc. And we see several recurring themes. We find companies typically have very disjointed processes, typically using multiple systems, quite often a heavy reliance on Excel and rekeying of data. That results in very inefficient processes. We also find that leads to very siloed data, making it difficult to report and get analysis out of the systems in a relevant and timely basis. Traditionally, Elliot referred himself as a young man. I'm slightly more advanced in years. In my experience, construction companies pick quite resistance to technology changes, but that is changing. We're finding customers now have an appetite to adopt new technologies, but they're finding that difficult. What is a very fast-paced sector, so getting resource and capacity to sort of look forward is difficult when you're in the midst of challenging construction projects. There's also a real skill shortage within the industry, something everybody faces. There's also like a transfer gap of knowledge with an aging workforce that the companies need to be known against. As an industry, everybody has high levels of regulation they have to deal with, and we're increasingly challenged around sustainability and how we can demonstrate that. And I think the overarching challenge that the construction companies have was, how do they grow when we've got all these things happening in the backdrop? Hopefully we're going to see AI play a very important role in that. It's probably not the silver bullet or magic wand, but I think it's going to gradually, over the next 18, 12, 24 months, play an increasing part. And what I want to share with you then is just some sort of areas that we're starting to see AI becoming more prevalent within the construction sector. And again, this is from talking to our clients. We're starting to see Copilot being used in the sales process, driving more information about customers' insights, making the sales process more automated, improving efficiency of meetings. And it's starting to really sort of help in the RFP process, where we're getting better in quicker responses. In the Microsoft ERP stack, we're starting to see the use of agents to starting to automate some of those processes that are currently very duplicated. We're seeing that particularly around procurement and also around sort of compliance to regulatory areas to subcontractors. So what in the past has been quite a elongated, labor-intense process, we're now seeing agents being deployed to actually streamline that process. AI is becoming more prevalent around data, so it's not easy just to move from multiple siloed systems into a single system, but AI can be used to consolidate data into single warehouses or data lakes, and then using AI to actually summarize that data and surface it to the users in a meaningful way when they need to. So less time going hunting for information and more time actually having the chance to make decisions on information that is being displayed to you. And finally, we're seeing AI start to have a real impact in the budgeting and cost management area. So rather than waiting 3 or 4 weeks to find out when you actually get your month-end results that you've got a problem on a project in a particular area, AI is now surfacing that data readily to give you that advanced notice. So as you give you a chance to do something about it, now as opposed to waiting 4 or 5 weeks down the line to actually take action. I'm going to hand back to Elliot, and Elliot's now going to give us a little bit more of a sort of a life cycle of how AI is working in the construction sector with Microsoft. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. So the Dynamics stack enables organizations to deliver solutions in an iterative approach with low dependencies, or it can form part of your digital transformation journey. And Microsoft's not new to this industry. For the past 2 decades of innovation, with tens of thousands of implementations across multiple geographies, particularly here in the UK, we delivered end-to-end solutions for multiple customers. And if you go into our customers' website, you'll be able to see some of the case studies that we delivered. The key differentiator that I think we provide is being able to bring data, AI, and alongside the technologies that support your business processes together, like the use of drones or giving you a wraparound with IoT, to embrace your existing technology stack or help you build as a solo Microsoft house. The addition of Copilot that extends that capability surfaces valuable insights throughout the lifecycle of a project. Copilot, and the way we view it, and I talked about enabling every organization and every person to do more, where we see that coming into play now with the investment in Dynamics 365 is the connection of your whole business together using AI for every business process. So Copilot leverages your data that's maybe siloed in multiple solutions to optimize your processes, predict outcomes, and drive data-driven decisions. We're tailoring Copilot experiences for every role, in every function, in every line of business, from business development, project management, leaders, and finance departments particularly. Everyone will benefit from enhanced business processes with AI. The right tools make all the difference in reducing those repetitive work, like Andrew was talking around, saving time, allowing designers and engineers to focus on higher value activities rather than repetitive daily tasks that lead to innovation. Business development can move bids faster with AI-assisted email responses, identifying next steps to close a deal, and winning bids based on class responses. Project managers can identify risks and AI-powered mitigation plans for quicker project proposals. Resource managers have visibility of proposed work to identify and schedule resources and assets by analyzing skills and certifications, as well as the availability of your staff. And collaboration is improved across your whole team with the use of Copilot, providing updates on your projects in work, projects in flight. inside the apps that you guys use today. So many of you will be using Teams and Outlook, surfacing the insights that you guys will want to see and the people in your organization want to see in the apps that they use today is going to be crucial as we move forwards. Some of you may have heard Satya say that SaaS is dead. Well, SaaS I don't think is dead, but the way that we interact with our systems is going to completely change to being a talking to a verbal communication with your ERP system or your project management system rather than a keying data into your spreadsheets. All of this coming together is going to allow you to build your business quicker if you're a decision maker, build a project plan quicker, deliver it more effectively or closer to budget on your projects that you've got in flight. And we allow our partners to join us in helping you on that discovery, learning what does it take to become an organization that's embracing all of those technologies. And I'm grateful to Xperience Crew to allow me to speak today, to talk around what we're looking to do and where we're looking to go. And these guys will be able to help you in your technology roadmaps and building towards what does the future look like and how does AI form part of my business process. So thank you very much.